Hello.
Hello.
Hello. There's no one here because I didn't schedule it. No. But hopefully the email will go out to people that we have gone live, because that's what we do. So for anyone that comes and watches this later, I was just not on the ball this weekend and forgot to schedule it, so I decided to do one a little bit later than usual. There's the email to say it's gone live. I've got a like already. Just UK is here. Hello, welcome. So I have got 2 cubby holes full of bag making fabric that have gotten a little bit messy, and I want to sort of like tidy them up a little bit because I keep reaching over, taking stuff out of them, and then not putting it back, so it's just gotten a little bit out of hand. And so I have a glamorous assistant again today, which is nice. So yeah, I thought that's assistant. You can do some of the heavy lifting.
Isn't that heavy lifting?
Yeah, so this needs to go that way, but the wheels are all pointing that way at the moment. We just back towards you, please.
Back square.
No, I want it back towards. I want it up against. Yeah, I want it just literally. Yeah. I'm so good at describing what I'm talking about.
Like that.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, get to those drawers.
No, let's get to these two because they've gotten a little bit of a mess because I keep pulling things out of the bottom and putting it back in the top. Oh, I have ordered the ribbing for this, but it is coming from China, so it's going to take a while. But yes, I've done that. I can speak, honestly. A positive thread says, morning from Southern California. Wow, good morning. And Lynn's here. Hello. I was just wondering where you were. And then my phone beeped and YouTube with a YouTube notification. Why can't I speak today? Why am I having such issues? I've also forgotten to get myself a drink, and that one's been here for a while.
Do you need a drink?
Yes, please.
You need to swap it with that glass.
Yes, please. That one probably ought to just go into the dishwasher.
I'll be back.
Thank you. Can I have the peach squash, please? Thank you. Thank you. See, glamorous assistant. Mary Ellen says good morning from Rochester, New York. Oh my goodness, I really can't speak today, can I? Good morning. Right, so yes, I have got a bunch of stuff, and the neighbours are being noisy as well. Fun times. So let's turn brightness up. You are definitely plugged in because yes, you are plugged in. That's good. Right. So yeah, I want to move some stuff around because, as I say, it's just gotten a little bit like out of control over there. So we've got our cockatiels and lemurs and monkeys. It's going to be a Rigel bomber jacket. I think it's going to be a really nice Rigel bomber jacket, that one. And then this is the lining fabric for it, because I really like this floofiness for the lining for the other one. So I'm going to make one of those. Susan says, hello from Adelaide. How are you? Very well, thank you. How are you, my lovely? So yes, we're going to have more floofy linings. I will be doing slippery sleeves. Why am I struggling today? So those can go up there, and then when the ribbing arrives, then I can do the how to draft a lining for an unlined jacket pattern. I mean, it's the same principle as the sew over a Sorrento jacket, and if you Google the Rigel bomber jacket, somebody's already done a blog post for this, which is exactly, when I looked at it, it was exactly the same way that I did mine. So, you know, the information's already out there. But thank you very much. Oh, did you not want one for yourself?
I kind of had one and then refilled it.
Wow. Thank you. Yep, that goes really well with toothpaste. It does not go well with toothpaste. Yeah, so the information's already out there, but I kind of get the impression that, because I mean, basically every single tutorial that I've ever done, all the information is already there. I get the impression that you guys like my method of doing the thing and then presenting the thing as well. So whilst it may be repetitive to do stuff that's already there, like it's my way of doing it with my choice of fabrics and stuff. So yeah. Barbara says, good evening all, hope everyone is well, saying hi from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening. Diane says, out of control, I know it well, good morning. Yes. Margaret says, good morning from Toronto, good morning. And Michelle says, good morning. And Rotten Ralph says, morning peeps, good morning everybody. Michelle says, how's the peeps today? I apparently am very discombobulated. I like that word, that's a good word. But yeah, this is the one that's getting out of control. It's a mess. And so is the one next to it, to be honest, because I keep pulling stuff from the bottom of them and then just not putting it back in the right place. So I'm going to get that out as well. Why do I have so much stuff? Oh, my picture fell off the wall and broke.
When was that?
I don't know, because I think if it had done it, the glass didn't break. But yeah, the picture frame broke. So I think
That's
I'm
fixable.
I'm gonna have to get that to Papa and get him to like smoosh that back together for me. Yeah, let me put that.
So
I don't know. I don't want to know. Oh, spider. Well, this isn't. Oh dear.
What's oh dear? Is it a bit dustier than you thought it might be around
No, I think we might have somebody living in here. And they're making a mark. That's not good. How could... Oh, there's a hole up there. Oh. I'm going to have to see if any of my fabric's got little gnaw marks in it. That's not good. I wonder why they left that hole in the ceiling.
Cables that come down, isn't it? But
Well, the cable's over there.
they've been made a bit tighter.
Yeah. Could you? Thank you. In that cupboard there, see, glamorous assistant, in that cupboard there, on one of the upper shelves on the left is a duster thingy. Please may I have it? Merci beaucoup. Ooh, it's
Dusty.
Yeah. Just see how it looks. I'm sorry, Mr. Spider. Yeesh. I'm sorry, Mr. Spider, but no.
No, it should be as well.
Thank you. So we just need some glue.
Probably.
Okay, can you put that over there?
And I need to move the picture back up, I guess.
Oh yeah, probably reframe the picture would be a good plan.
Where do you want?
Just on the table. Yeah, thank you. Right, where did I get to with the chat? I'm doing really well today. Ralph says, I have successfully staggered from the bedroom to the kitchen and back again for food to take medicine with. Nice. Ralph says, morning buttons, morning Sean. Good morning.
Morning.
A positive thread says, this morning you are living my daily life, ADHD, all over the place. Yeah. Oh. I'm doing well today. Rotten Ralph says, trespassing signs in the sewing room. Yes. As he says, hey peeps, hello. Okay, so I want to do this one as well. Oh.
Do you want me to get that out?
Yes, please. I'm being such a wimp today. if he drops it, we will laugh because that would be funny.
You're all sliding out from each other.
Okay. Why did I decide this was a good idea? I'm already tired. I'm not doing so well today. Right, okay, so I need to move you guys around so you can see what's going on, because everything's just gotten a little bit kind of like out of control, as you can see. So I think what I want to... Ooh, hello. John Ralph says, we will not laugh. Oh no, it would be funny. I mean, it would just be par for the course. So I think what I want to do is put the faux leathers together, because at the moment they are just all over the place, and we don't want faux leather all over the place. There's different bits of the same leather, like everywhere. Does anybody else have this kind of issue? I'm keeping pieces this size because I saw a really cool like patchworked bag and it looked amazing. Like they'd made that. Yeah, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Probably will at some point, I suppose, but I have a lot of faux leather. Look at these. It's my company logo. Someone embroidered them for me and sent them to me. Aren't they cool? I'm thinking I'm going to try and do a version of the work bag that Mum has made for me with them. So much faux leather. Yeah, it kind of makes sense to me to put all this stuff together so that, like, I know where it is when I come to make something. Words are hard. That's shiny. Because so shiny. I wish they came in bigger than A4 sheets, because I would, again, totally make a bag out of those. But I think they need to like be accents or something. Okay, I think I'm going to get a big plastic bag to put all my little tiny bits of leather in, because otherwise they're just going to end up slipping and sliding around like these ones have. That makes sense, doesn't it?
It does. They're quite slidey.
Yes. The bag is in here. So, I'm here. This one. And I want a decent sized bag. There's a decent sized bag. I am narrating my life as well as we go, apparently. Yeah, I've got like, at least I think I have up here, a little baggie. I can see it, a little baggie of all my real leather offcuts. So it kind of makes sense to put the little faux leather ones in, because you never know, at some point I might actually get around to making the patchwork bag that I keep seeing and thinking, oh yeah, I ought to make that, it would be cool. There's part of Mother's bag. And she wrote on it in black pen. Can you see? Like, she decided that writing on white faux leather with a black pen was a good plan. No, Mum. No, Mum, it was not a good plan. Oh well, I can cut around that at some point. Okay, is that all of my faux leather? No, there's some more here. This one, I'm so sad about the jacket. I made a jacket for me, so it's way too big, but it fits my niece and she likes it, so she has it. In fact, she liked it so much, apparently she squirreled it away and she didn't even let Nia try it on, I don't think, so she's like, no, that's mine. I'm having that. Now, have I got all of faux leather? I think I have. I can always add to it if I haven't, I can't say. So the idea of this, I'm thinking, is try and get all of the outer fabrics into one pile, because there's lots of like canvases and thicker fabrics that I do want to use as outers, and then have all my bag lining fabrics in another pile. I think that makes sense. And then I also have the tabs from the tops of the velvet curtains. And I think I'm going to keep these still because I am, as you guys know, going to refashion my velvet coat. So, back there. Right, so that's all lining. That's going to be a quilt, I think. Lining. Aha, here we go. So that could be an outer, that could be an outer, that could be an outer, because they are all much, much thicker, as is that. And then I've got so much stuff. Why do I have so much stuff? Purple strawberries. Have you ever seen purple strawberries? But that's an outer as well. Nimoy, I think you said you wanted these, so I need to send those to you at some point. Lining. Outer. I think I'm just actually making a mess at this point. Let's see, where did I get to with the chat? Right, Ralph says dragon. Yes, you can see dragon butt and hedgehog butt. The dragon is looking after the fluffy hedgehog. Michelle says, today is a beach day for me. I'm ignoring all work and completely being irresponsible. No chores today. I recommend it once in a while. Nice.
Just need some sun.
Yeah, she lives in Bermuda.
Yeah, that will do it.
Yeah. We are not jealous at all. We were planning impromptu trips last night, weren't we? So where can we go and when? Blah. Jeanette says, Sean, my name is Jeanette, just so you know, although I won't expect you to remember. Thank you very much. A positive thread, Jeanette. It will eventually go in. It does eventually go in. And then there's names that I remember that I'm not supposed to remember, like Trusting UK. Every time I see...
New Patreon.
Thank you. Yes. Where's my phone?
Bring it down.
Yes. Yes, and then all I want to do every time I see Trusting UK's name come up is say her real name, and I'm just like, no. Stop it. Right. So thank you for reminding me. I do have some new Patreon peeps to say hi to. So the very lovely Mackenzie Higdon has joined Patreon peeps. Susanna P and Sarah Carter have also joined the Patreon Peeps in August. So thank you very much to you three. It's very much appreciated. There hasn't been a Patreon exclusive waffle this week, but there will be 2 next week because I have got lots of stuff planned for next week, which is good. And this week has literally been spent editing. That is all I've done, is edit and edit and edit, and I'm sick of the sound of my own voice. So I will show you guys what these fabrics look like. Ooh, lots of these are outers. Hopefully they'll all fit. Ooh. Lining. Outer. Okay. I'm gonna tidy this up in a minute, but let's sort this lot out. Let's see. Where did I get to? Michelle says, buttons, hi, we missed you.
Hey.
Yeah, it's because you haven't been here for a while.
I haven't. It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Hello. Keeps abandoning me for long periods of time. Keep forgetting what he looks like, and then he turns up and he looks like that.
Yeah, it's so disappointing, isn't it?
No! Stop being mean about my boyfriend. I have excellent taste. Right now says you need a box for your tiny bits. Yes, I went into town the other day and I was looking, and they didn't have any more of the floral ones, but they did have some of the boxes left on, and they were on sale. No cough. They were $12.99 for 3 boxes, and they had leaves on them. I was so tempted. It's like, because I need one for my feather boas because they're like in the way, and then yeah, a box for the leather things rather than what they're in now would be really good. So I was very tempted, but then I was like, no, I've also got to carry it home, and I'm trying to be good and not spend too much money now, because trying to be good, failing miserably, but trying to be good. He's found a thread to pull.
At least it's not sharp this time.
Yes, yeah, this is true. I'm keeping the scissors well away from you. Let's see. Mary Ellen says, it was me. It was you? What was you? Am I being dim? Rottmar says, Anya has returned to her post. And Michelle says to Michelle, beach day is good. Yeah, beach day is very good. Jeanette says, is there a way to share a photo? I used the shiny on a bag I've made. Looks so good. Mary Ellen, was it you that sent me the KB embroideries? Yes, it was you. They are so cool, and I'm so terrified of ruining them, but I won't. Yeah,
Can I assist?
Can you breathe in?
Oh, thanks.
You're sticking your ass right out. Ooh, hello, Motley. Stay up there. So this is what I'm thinking. Although, oh, it's got a zip in it. I don't know. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking of doing with these, because they're kind of like the perfect size.
Yeah, that could work.
I think that would be really cool. But then I would have to make 2 of them. But this is like the work bag that Mum discovered. So it's like a sewing bag. So it's really cool. And you just fill it with all your sewing stuff and then take it to events with you. So I showed this to the peeps at the retreat, and they were saying, yeah, that would be really cool. So I'm thinking maybe, because it has like it has a thing that you can put onto like a trolley bag. But if I didn't do that, or maybe I just put one on the front and just don't put the zip on the back one. But yeah, the peeps at the retreat were saying that they would be interested in a bag like this rather than a handbag next time. And they were also saying that they would be very interested in a longer retreat. So I've priced it up for a week, and that's 4 days of sewing, which I think this is doable in 4 days. And then 2 days off to go and sort of like see the island. But Mary Ellen, thank you so much for these. Like, perfect colour. And my kitties. So, yeah. Still not sure what I'm going to do with them. Thinking maybe this one could be, oh no, it's too long. I was going to say maybe that one for like the flap of an NCW, but it's too long with the tail. I will find something amazing to do with them though. I will find something to do with them because they were awesome. And I did write down that you sent them to me in my book, but I just didn't remember. Let's see. Where did I get to with the chat? Jeanette, you want to put up a picture of Peeps group, the Patreon Peeps group on Facebook. If you put a picture up, I can, and tell me that you don't mind me showing it on the internet to everybody. Oh, I need to put my phone on charge. That is the best way.
Yeah.
There's been lots of people having like kind of like medical issues and stuff this week, and just been putting in the Peeps group. It's like, I got through this, that means I deserve fabric, right? And it's like, yes you do. So yeah. Right, where did I get to with the chat? Michelle says, come visit me, I'll be your personal tour guide. Here you go, we can go to Bermuda. And we've also got an open invitation to Santa Cruz in California. And
doing a world tour now, are we?
Yeah. This is the thing. Seattle
and
New York and Florida. Who needs to work?
Exactly.
Stupid jobs. Let's win the lottery and do that.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Fabric tourism around the world. How many fabric shops can Sian find? All of them.
Don't know if you're in private jet. Get anything about them.
Jeanette, you have asked to join the Patreon Peeps. No, you haven't answered the questions yet. You need to accept Gianna as your feline overlord.
That's an actual question.
Yeah. If you can't, and then the second question is, if you can't accept Gianna as your feline overlord, do you agree to share pictures of your fluffy overlords? And then the third question is, have you realised that I'm a bit silly and this group is a place for like-minded silliness? 3 very important questions.
We're making progress, me and Gianna, aren't we?
Oh yeah, she sat on my lap in front of him today. She never does that. And yesterday. So yeah.
He tried to bite me once.
Yeah, and you did like go over to her and go, "You're going to bite me, aren't you?" Because you could tell that she was in that kind of mood and touched her anyway. So, I mean, you were asking for it. Jojo says, "Good morning, all. Happy Sunday. Hello. How are the floofs?" Jojo's the one that's got the 2 new baby kittens.
Oh, well, they're very cute.
Ron and Harriet. Ron and Harry. Sandra says, "Hi from Australia. Hello, my lovely." Mary Ellen says, "The KB embroideries." Yes. Rat Ralph says, "Anya is my kitty dictator." Nice. I've got my phone on making noises for some reason. Vox says, "Hi everyone, surprise hangout." Well, it is a Sunday. I had forgotten to schedule it, and I was a bit late getting up and having breakfast and getting in the shower and getting, so late hangout. Johanna says, "Morning, about to take you along for my walk." Ooh, nice, very exercisey of you. I'm already tired and I've only been down here for 5 minutes. Well, 29 minutes. How am I waffle for 29 minutes already?
You're doing good.
I do like to talk, don't I? Yes. Jen Pin says, "Afternoon, peeps. Hope everyone is well. I'm busy getting my flat ready for the engineers coming on Tuesday to fit fibre broadband into the flat. Looking forward to speedy downloads." Nice. Rotten Ralph says, "Vital questions." And Jeanette says, "Answered." Awesome. Thank you. She will, of course, accept Gianna as her feline overlord, and says, "We'll always share pictures of her fluffy dictators," and then says, "Well, yeah," to the silliness question. Approved. You're approved. You can now join in the nonsense at the Patreon, the Facebook Peeps group. Right. So I have more of this. That's what my purse is made out of.
Yeah, we were talking about this before.
I also have a jacket out of this.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you be seen out in public with me?
I think everyone would.
Oh, I showed Buttons the fabric from the Styled Magnolia, the rainbow splash one.
When was that?
Is that my Christmas present?
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't ordered it. You need to.
I'm just really good at, pretending I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, so the Kelly anorak with that as the lining, and that around the hood in that bright print is going to be a coat.
Very.
He looks worried. Are you going to be seen in public with me for that? With that?
From a distance, maybe. Book 2 tables at a restaurant.
I actually wore something quite subdued for me for our first date.
Yes.
I probably should have maybe not done that.
Your jeans.
I did. With a velvet top and over the knee boots and then my geeky jacket. But yeah, it was lulling you into a false sense of security. And since then it's just gotten louder and louder and louder. This is really not going well with my toothpaste, but Jojo says, well, we all know Buttons and his desire to play with all of the sharp things, chi included.
I was going to say that, yeah. Just enjoying.
It's almost accepted that he'll activate the murder mittens. Yes. Yeah. So she only went to nip you, didn't she? She didn't actually bite you.
Yeah. She's pretty good like that.
Yeah. She's
will give you
fair warning, and then she will savagely attack. Jojo says, happy to report Harry and Ron both settling in brilliantly. Lister and Indy still terrified of the small babies, though. Haha, yes. Well, because they are terrifying. I think this is a Liberty canvas. I didn't buy this one. Mum inherited it from somebody. And because it's got leaves on it, I got it. So, yes. So this is the other thing, I've bought all these amazing bag fabrics and I make up these patterned bags and then I wear patterned clothes and then I've got patterned coats, and making it all work together doesn't really happen. So I need to get better at not getting distracted by the pretty prints. But these ones are Harris tweed and they were leftovers. Got it from the Festival of Quilts a couple of years ago. So there's that one and that one. I've got a little bit of each of them. So that's, whilst it's a patterned bag.
I feel like it's really itchy. It's super itchy.
Yeah. It's stuff that you make a jacket out of and then line it with really sleek, silky things on the inside so that you don't want to rip your own face up when you're turning there. This is something that really does need to get made up soon. Because
I was going to say, do we need to evolve some sharp things?
No, we do not. I will. So I got this from the Silk Route, and it was really expensive to make an evening bag. But again, it's one of those ones where it's just so pretty and patterned. What's it going to go with? But it is literally disintegrating.
But is that where you need to make something that's very plain and then you can wear a bunch of different stuff with it?
Yeah. It's just such a gorgeous fabric. It's going to be an evening bag. Probably one of Lavender and Twine's sky bags, I think. That would look nice in this. Maybe not though, because that does have a centre. I wonder if I could fussy cut that out. But yeah, I need to get on and get this made up because it is almost apart. And soon I will just end up with a pile of this and be like, look at this really beautiful fabric that used to be.
Is there any way to stop it doing that? Other than use it.
Sew it. Okay, so I bought this suede to go with the stuff that I was going to make my ziggy jacket out of, and that I did make my ziggy jacket out of, but this was far too cool a grey. It didn't look right with it because I was going to quilt those bits, but I decided against it. Let's see. Rotten Ralph says, haven't we discussed making coats of plain fabric for the patterned wardrobe one underneath? We have, and that is what I'm trying to stick to now, rather than buying all the prints, because it would make much more sense. And I need to remember that with the bags as well. Like, I can do fancy bag linings, but outers really ought to be plain. First cushions I have. I think I want to make like the companion carpet bag out of that. And that's the back of the cushions. Oh, I ordered some samples from Textile Express for the velvet coat. You can order five samples for free, and then if you order more, they start charging you for them. So I've ordered 5 to go with the coat, and none of them are right. So I've messaged them with a picture of there's 4 here because there's one attached to a dress, but I've messaged them with this on top of the velvet and just said, look, this is what I've ordered from you. None of these work. Could you recommend some colours that you think might work? So that I don't just basically like another 5 samples, because they're free and it's free postage, and I just don't want to make of like ordering every velvet that they have to try and work out what's going to go with this coat. But none of them are right. That one's too close and it's not quite right. And then I think I want dark on the bottom rather than light. But this was the silk dress I was talking about last week that I made that I need to remake. And I think this silk goes actually very nicely with that velvet. And this is the leaf velvet. And I think those two together look amazing because I've got enough fabric to take the bodice of this off and remake the bodice. And I'm hoping to make a little crop jacket that goes with it. But again, I made a mini skirt from this one because this is when I was in my wearing mini skirts phase. So I'm going to add a extra panel to the bottom of all these skirt panels out of this velvet. And I'm going to use the same kind of leaf trim and bead it as well. So it's going to not necessarily be exactly the same as the coat, but it will be similar. And I also brought down the 2 dresses that I made from those laces. I thought you would like to see those. I have an idea for a video making a capsule wardrobe around one of the kind of super lacy fabrics. So yes. Now this one, I have made a bag out of it and I've got enough left to make a purse. So that's why I've kept that one. And then this is the one that I made a jacket out of this, and it's really nice, but Mum has it now because it's too big for me. So I've got enough here. Actually, I wonder if I've got enough here to make a skirt. No, I've got width, not length. So that will be a bag.
You're actually going to remove any of these fabrics, or is it just reorganising?
It's just reorganising because they were like all mixed in together and just getting kind of like really unruly. So, because I kept taking stuff out from the bottom of the pile.
And just shoving it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why we're doing this. I've already made 2 bags out of this. One of them is my Luna bag, my overnight bag. I love it. The other one is a Celine, which I've given to Big Bird's mum. It is this is probably my most used bag. That really heavy thing that I make you carry up and down here. I've seen somebody else make like a satchel kind of bag with the tan faux Mora leather and this stuff, and it looked really cool. So I think that's what I want to do with that. That fabric was from Ibiza. This is a lining. One of you lovely lot sent me that all the way from South Africa. These two can go because they are nice, but I will never actually make a bag out of those. And then I've got the smaller scale of that other print, so that one can go next. Again, I will use that. This one, the very lovely Andy gave me. She's made a bag out of it as well. Yeah. It's got birds on it. It's so pretty. Like, this is the trouble. I have so many like printed fabrics that are amazing, that are going to make amazing bags, but it's ridiculous. Like, when am I ever going to... I can't give it away. It's fine. Hopefully I'm going to live for another at least 40 years. So, you know, like, this is like my entire life's worth of stuff. Yeah. Like, that's my goal, is to use all of this before I pass away. But because there is a meme that says she who dies with the largest stash wins. But then there's also a meme like which is like, I dread if I pass away before my husband, because I'm worried he's going to sell my stash for what I told him it's worth. It's like, no, darling, I did not spend thousands of pounds on fabric. No. Jinapin says to Jojo, the kittens are lush. I'm still deciding if I should get another cat, but Calpurnia is enjoying being an only cat at the moment. She's become cuddly. Oh, cute. So cute. Christine says, bonjour, Sean and Peeps from Montreal. Bonjour. Oh. Oh, Natalie. She has a new overlord. Oh, look. Youngie. Oh, he is. Oh, he is the cutest little void. Hello. It's a little void.
Very cute.
Very cute. Sorry, Jeanette, I got distracted by kittens. That does kind of happen a lot. Why is it not doing the thing? Do the thing. Jeanette, the purple is shiny vinyl and it's a great accent. Ooh, that is very shiny. I like it. Very shiny.
It is very shiny.
It's very shiny.
It's cool though.
Yes. We like. Thank you for sharing, Jeanette. Olivia says, good morning, I'm late. Ooh, we've got a buttons. I was late too. I was at least half an hour late. I'm usually early, but yeah, I was late. Jeanette says, I'm cutting out a lavender and twine bag today. Ooh, which one? Nimue says, I overlock all the raw edges of my fabrics to prevent them from fraying in the pre-wash and stashing. It's because you're really good, Nimue. I am not. No. Darshana says, hey all, hello. Jojo says to Gin and Pins, thank you. Totally understand that. Lister chilled out and became so much more social and loving after losing Peggy. Oh. Darshana says, Nimue, it's defo the best way to get my massive stack of fabric washed. I have just done them without, had one thread shred disaster, but really want to overlook to prevent threads in the machine. And lol at Sean, as if you aren't buying more fabric over the next 40 years. I mean, there is that as well. But yeah. So these three are all the cotton canvas from Spoonflower, and one is Orion's Nebula, one's the surface of the moon, and then one is we decided it was algebra or calculus or something the other day. Some of you smart people knew what it was. It's probably neither. But it's, yeah, so the 3 of these are going to go together to make some kind of a duffel bag. That's the idea. Literally.
Lots of equations, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got this on silk as well. I want to make a shirt out of it and then have somebody.
I quite like that. It's quite cool.
Want to, yeah, and then it'd be like,
what, a shirt out of that?
For me, not for you. It's silk.
No,
you'd look very strange in a silk shirt. But yeah, then have people solve me.
Yes, basically, legitimately staring at.
Yeah, exactly.
Just wanted to solve an equation.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
Yeah. So this will make you laugh, because I've told you many times that every time I offer to make something for a partner, it's the kiss of death for my relationship. So this was supposed to be a bag for somebody, and literally the fabric arrived, and then we broke up. But he was an astrophysicist, so like that seemed like a really good idea, like Orion's Nebula, surface of the moon, and algebra or calculus or equations. It seemed like a good idea, but no, it was the kiss of death. So yeah, you really shouldn't ask me to like make anything for you, like your t-shirt that I've still not fixed.
I wasn't going to mention that.
It's all right, I'll do it for you. So yeah. Caroline says, like when you outed me after the Gold Hawk road trip. Did I? Oh, sorry. But was I holding up one of the fabrics that I bought and you bought as well? And I was like, yeah, Caroline got this as your husband walked behind you, wasn't it? Whoopsie. Then where it says the goal of every sewist quilter is to be stable. Yes. Stash acquisition beyond life expectancy. Rotten Ralph says, magpie alert to Jeanette. Yeah. And Jeanette says the hinterland. Ooh, nice. Rotten Ralph says it's math. I mean, it is math. I think it's a type of math, but yeah. Dasha says button looks so comfy in the studio. Yeah, you can sit down if you want.
Quite comfy. Like
this is good. Darshana says maybe you should teach Buttons to make his own clothes, that you aren't making anything for him. We have gone through this.
We have.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Don't I? What we started with, we keep varying it.
Yeah, you want to make a wallet. I think that's a little hard, but I can't remember now. T-shirt maybe. Oh, look at the dog. She's at the jail gates. So why?
Been very quiet.
Yes.
So far.
So yeah, now you've jinxed it. IKEA fabric. Bought that at the very first So Southampton meetup. Want to make a bag out of it.
Literally, she starts barking.
Yeah, she heard you. She was like, "Oh no, I am here." Buttons, hello. Denims for bags. Yes, they can stay. So I bought a bunch of this to embroider on because I wanted cotton, like a denim, white denim, but this is actually a needle cord. And it actually worked quite well for embroidery. So that can stay. That's what's left of the denim jacket I made, the girthy one, which I didn't like. I've given it to Rachel because the reason I didn't like it, it was too long for me, and I hadn't lengthened it. But Rachel's 2 inches taller than I am, so she said it fit her like lengthwise really well. And then I made a commission out of this. It was a waistcoat for a guy's graduation. His mum and dad bought him a waistcoat made by me. So I did used to make men's clothes as well as women's clothes, but only sort of like certain things. I've had so many guys ask me if I can tailor a suit for them. It's like, not well. That's a whole different skill. Got some purple needle cord. This one I bought to make Natita's NCW, which I did and sent off to her. Oh, I don't know if they're going to fit in there.
Yeah. That didn't all come out of that stack, though, did it? What did it?
These two came all out of, but they were mixed up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this one I want to make another version of this. Because I think it would look really pretty. And I'm going to do a tutorial for it. And I'm hoping to do a couple of like bag tutorials and sort of like easy project tutorials and then have them up in December, because November and December are the months that pay the best advertising revenue wise. So I'm going to do Vlogmas again if anyone was interested. Have you heard of Vlogmas?
I have heard of Vlogmas.
Yes. Will you be in Vlogmas with us this year?
Potentially.
He's like, oh god, yeah, I have to.
Am I contractually obliged?
Kinda, yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to do Vlogmas, but I want to try and like pre-film some videos to go up for that. So yeah, that's what this one's going to be. I think it's going to be really nice. It's kind of like it's sort of supposed to be like the Dior book tote. The Dior bags are embroidered like this, and they're like £2,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Just be grateful I don't have a designer handbag habit. My habit is fabric.
You've got quite an extensive shoe and boot collection though, haven't you?
Yes, but only a few of those are designer. Oh, actually, there's some Sophia Webster shoes. There's actually 2 pairs. Let me show you. Actually, they were not as expensive as I thought they were going to be. I was quite impressed. Sophia Webster shoes. Let me see the shoes. No, I don't want Farfetch. I want the actual. Yeah, there you go. Let me see the shoes. No, go away. She does fruit shoes and butterfly shoes. The butterfly shoes are very beautiful. But she's got particularly fruity shoes. Where are the fruity shoes? There's a peach pair and a watermelon pair. Oh, look how beautiful. I mean, they are utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
But aren't they gorgeous? Okay, so these are the peach ones.
Do you even wear them though? Would you just be like frightened to wear them? That sort of
I wore my Vivienne Westwood ones yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, look. And this is my colour. Coral is my colour. And then these are the watermelon ones.
It's like reverse psychology. Is this like now the holiday doesn't seem such an expensive?
Yeah, they're only 550 quid each. For designer shoes, that's actually a bargain. Yeah. We were talking about holidays as well. Yeah, we want to go and see my brother in Kuala Lumpur because free accommodation. We just got to get there and then do things. So yeah. He's now like, yeah, maybe the holiday is a good idea. Anyway, mum's friend gave us this one. And it's like kind of furry. It's like chenille.
Kind of like that. Why do I always just want to like do that to everything?
It's not a bad name. I mean, as long as you don't do it to actual people wearing clothes out.
That's where I draw the line.
Oh, they're not all going to fit. Oh, they might. There's the purple strawberries. Got some leftover savannah from the canvas.
Cool. I like that.
I made a dress out of it.
Did you?
Yeah, but I never wore it because I didn't like the fabric. It's too thick. So it's going to be a handbag. This one. Maps. That's a lining fabric. And then flamingos. And I have made an NCW out of that for somebody. I haven't made an NCW in such a long time. Let's see. Are you going to fit in there? It will fit.
Is it going?
Yes.
Amazing. It's not really going, but okay.
Yes, it is. Look. I did it! Except the mannequin's in the way. Yeesh. Yeesh. Look, it fit. Come on, pinchy device. All the spiders back. I'm really sorry I destroyed your home. You just stay down there. It's one of the little ones. I don't mind the little ones so much. Okay, so I've got rid of 2. Oh, okay.
Are they completely gone? What are you going to do with them?
You're in the way. You put them in.
Are you still going to actually keep them? You're just not staying in the main stash.
No, that's to be got rid of. That's full of fabric. Like these patterns are to be got rid of as well. Oh, I dropped some on the floor. That's annoying. I don't know if this tiny little bit of fabric is going to fit in. I'm going to make it. Yeah, good. Right. Linings. So many linings. I don't know if you were here for it, Nimaway, but I did say that you wanted this, didn't you? So I'm going to send that to you next time I send you a parcel. So, yes. Where did I get to with the chat? Oh, good. I've got all the fluff of the fabric down the back of my throat. Where did I get to with the chat? Where did I get to? Caroline says, yep, exactly that for me, outing her in front of her husband after the Cold Hawk Road. Jen and Pin says, I'm slowly designing a tote bag specifically to carry my school loom to my weaving group. Chino fabric lining for wear, and we'll weave fabric for outer because I can. That's very cool. Darshan says that would make a great Sunday hangout teaching you to sew. I think we would actually do it as a proper. I think we'd do it as a proper video rather than a hangout.
I could have a mix, couldn't you? I mean, it's probably going to be very tedious in real life.
Exactly, and editing is a wonderful thing. No. But yeah, and then we'll just have one of him at my machine, and me sitting there being like, "Don't break it! Don't break it! Don't touch the stabby thing! Oh look, you've sewn through your finger!"
Yes, that would be an achievement.
No,
I don't sew myself to anything.
Yeah, I do. Maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe a bad idea. Jojo says refabric acquisition made 1.5 meter into a shirt for son, bought 28 meters to fill the gap in the stash. That's how it works, right? Yes.
It's a good ratio.
Yes. Natalie says, amongst knitters, it is known that knitting a sweater for your partner results in a breakup. Yeah, God. Even, I mean, knitting, that takes weeks, if not months. Yes. You have to be careful around my mum because she keeps wanting to knit. Dad gets too hot, so can't wear sweaters. And James lives in a tropical country, so doesn't.
So I'm on the firing line.
Yeah. She will knit you a jumper.
I like a jumper.
She knits very nice jumpers.
And it's, if we're saying, 2 months on the production line, then it should work about right. Yeah.
She's currently doing her Anne Boleyn one though, and it's got bubbles on it, and she hates bubbles, so she's really annoyed. It's not what I signed up for. Okay. Carol says PJ bottoms might be a good first project for buttons. Yeah, I think so too. Although you don't wear PJ bottoms, do you?
I don't.
No, but they might be.
You seem to think it's a lot more difficult than it appears.
It's just because it's a stretchy fabric, so there's loads of things that can go wrong with it. They're actually really easy to do once you know what you're doing. I suppose.
How many pieces are in a t-shirt? I mean,
you've got a front, a back, a sleeve, and then you've got your binding around your neck. Oh God, so much. So much.
You'll want to murder me by the end of it, won't you?
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Yeah. See, this will be the death of the relationship, not me actually making him something, me trying to teach him to sew, but like, no, I'm done. No, never again.
Or maybe
leave now.
Or maybe
Start
I'll be a genius
walking.
at it. What would happen then? If you're like,
you can make all my clothes. I'll be like, because I have more fabric and ideas than I have time. You're like, you can do it. Nimue says, I love the philodendron print from IKEA. I have the duvet cover and enough canvas for a zinnia skirt. We have decent scraps for a bag or a lace up top. Ooh, yes, nice. Laurel says, hi, Shan, buttons and peeps. Hello, Laurel. Olivia says, don't forget to give the thumbs up. Yes, there's 88 of us and 40 thumbs up.
Yes.
He was worried no one was going to turn up because I hadn't scheduled it.
I didn't have faith, did I?
No, I was like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, where did I get to read the chat? Nimue says to Jojo, the space in the stash has its own relativity. One of Shan's equations could probably explain it, but I'm a historian, can only do simple math. Yeah, I can't do any of those. I don't know, but I'm very pleased that all fit into one section. Looks really good. Now I've got to get all this into one section. We can do it. It'll be fine. Natalie says to Nimue, I want the philodendron for the curtains in my new bedroom. So pretty. Jeanette says, I've been requested to make an apron for a busty friend who is a hairdresser. Any recommendations for style or pattern? Don't happen to be overly busty. Immediately what springs to mind is something from Gertie. She did like it's actually kind of like you can wear it as a dress, but it's a crossover workwear apron. It is a Patreon pattern, but if you sign up for Patreon for 1 month, you get access to all of her library of patterns. So you can make of that what you will. Like I would probably want to sign up for more than 1 month if I was going to download every single one, but that's just how my mind works. It's totally up to you how you do it. But yeah, Gertie has got an apron pattern that probably does have cup sizes on it and big pockets, but it is kind of more kind of vintage styling. So it depends on what kind of thing your friend wants. Olivia says, yay, Vlogmas. I love watching your Vlogmas. Ah, awesome. I've got to work out what calendars to get this year. We open our advent calendars together every morning. And when they were eating chocolate, it was fine. So I used to get the Hotel Chocolat brand ones.
No.
And then so Dad's had the herb one and the spices one and the licorice one. He had a puzzle one last year. Yeah.
Puzzle.
Yeah. It was like the game we played last night.
Okay. Yeah.
And you had a different clue and you had to there was a world map. So I am gonna do a giveaway for that because we finished it. We kept it intact so that I could pass it on to another person and they could do it this year. So I'm going to do a giveaway for that one. I was very proud of myself for finding that. I thought that was a really good advent calendar. It was probably not quite as fun for you guys to watch because we were trying not to solve the clues on the video because we didn't want to give away the answers for people who'd bought the calendar for themselves. But that was a good one. And I got Mum basically her embroidery threads. But they were massively late in arriving. So she ended up with like 7 days without a calendar to open. So I think I might do the lingerie one again this year, you know. Having said that, I have got an entire box of the supplies that I got from my lingerie calendar, and I have yet to make any lingerie. Well, I've made one thing, but yeah, but I really liked it. And we've already agreed that accumulating a stash is not the same thing as using your stash. So okay, I'm gonna move swiftly on there. Michelle says tailoring alterations is a special level of hell. You know, I hate alterations. Yeah, same. Linda says morning from a cool and rainy southwest Minnesota. Good morning. Olivia says when I need a giggle, I always remember your mum reacting to the candy. Blah blah blah. Yeah, Mum doesn't like coconut chocolate. And I bought her a calendar one year that had coconut chocolates in it. And so she opened it on camera, bit into it, and she's like all with the like, this is delicious, like very much like, you know, playing up for the camera. She bit into this one. She was like, oh no, it's because it tasted of coconut. But then she just kept walking around the kitchen going, what? And I edited it together so all you could hear was blah, 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 blah. But then the next year, Jojo, I made a calendar for Mum with some of her favourite Lisa Chandler things. I bought her a couple of kits and then took them apart and then wrapped them up individually and put a chocolate in with each one. And Jojo said, please get some coconut chocolates and put them in just so we can see the reaction. I was like, hey, it's one thing having them.
Send them my way.
No, but there's one thing having them in a pre-bought calendar that.
But another actively trying to poison.
Exactly, and actively trying to put something in that we know she hates just for the reaction. I think I would have been chucked out of the house. I don't think I would have had a home anymore. But it was very funny. Nimue says, the way we all encourage each other, these hangouts and the group are really good for the economy. Last Sunday resulted in book shopping for me. Photo guide to fitting arrived yesterday. Nice. I really like that book. It's a good book. Caroline says to Nimue, you're so true. I bought the crochet rose pattern the other week. Yeah, I nearly bought it and then I was like, I need to learn how to crochet. Did I show you the jacket that I wanted?
I don't think so.
It's another one he's going to be like, do I have to be seen in public with you wearing this?
You generally get good reactions to your outfits when you're out.
This is true. Like, people are generally quite nice.
You did show me that, yes.
Yeah. I need to learn how to crochet to make it though.
I'm not going to lose you in a crowd, am I?
No, this is very true. I used to, with the bright red hair, it was really easy to not lose me in a crowd, but with the black hair I do blend in a bit more, except for the giant, like, massively psychedelic clothes that I wear. Michelle says, talk about expensive vacations. I'm going to Disney World in October. Family of 4 in the happiest place on earth. A mouse trap for humans. Oh, your poor bank balance, but you're going to have an amazing time. Dasha says, come on, Buttons. You're supposed to be a good influence. D-stash, buddy boy. No, he's supposed to help me. Encourage me in the buying of the things. Lala Palooza says, morning all, good morning. Nimue says to Caroline, I'm really tempted by that, but I didn't think I'd actually wear something with that much 3D structure. I'm planning a daisy granny square with all the colours for the background instead. Ooh, nice. Darshana says, has anyone else bought that Helly Rhiannon book, Dressmaking, the Easy Guide? Ooh, no, I have not. Have I? No, I have not. Honestly, I don't really reach for my books anymore. Like, if I do need to learn how to do something, it's usually Google and like YouTube for like video techniques now. I like the fitting guide one for the pictures. And it's been really helpful with Mum as well, because she's made some trousers the other day, which she's very proud of. They fit and she likes them. So that's good. But yeah. Nimue says, oh, thank you. The birdies are so cute, and I already have a few ideas. Yeah, because I got sent this with a fabric order from Japan. The bottom one is the one that's got a little bit missing of its green border. And I was going to make cushions out of it, but I've made cushions out of peacocks instead. And you said you liked it, so I think you should have it. Have you received your parcels yet, Michelle and Nimue? I gave them to Dad to send a little while ago. I was just wondering if they'd arrived yet. Let's see. Where did I get to with the chat? Caroline said to Nimue, it's an interesting technique. Could be just granny squares too. I want the book with the Anne Boleyn in it. How long till payday? Yes. They also do an amazing scarf kit, and it's like lots of different feathers, and so it looks like a feathered scarf basically. And it's the same company that has done Mum's book, and so I was just like, and I want to get them to do it in like shades of red and coral for me, because I think that would be really nice. Again, it's another crazy thing that you'll be like, do I have to be seen in public with you? Yeah. Mary Ellen says, break out the serger. You can make a t-shirt in 1 hour or less. My hubby said sewing was easy. I made it easy for him to try a turtleneck on the serger. Yeah. I think t-shirt's probably the way to go for you, for your first project. Now we just got to find fabric.
Yeah, what crazy fabric are we going to make out of?
I don't know.
People may have noticed that my variants are plain t-shirts.
Yes,
That's see me wearing.
Yeah. Mary Ellen says, oh yeah, I've read that one, sorry. Jeanette says, now I want chocolate. Catherine says, I've ordered the ink vent one from Cult Pens. Ooh.
We got chocolate there.
Yes. Well, I have.
Oh. Is it like that, is it?
Yes. You stole one of my Sour Patch Kids.
You gave it to me.
It's only because you said you ate yours. You ate your raspberry cola bottle thingies, and then went, I want more sweets. And so I gave you one of my bags of Sour Patch Kids because I am a nice person.
We were sharing them.
No, they were for me. They're too good to share. If you wanted something, you should have got some for yourself.
Buy 2 next time to make up one.
Yes. Olivia says you should let Buttons pick out your next project pattern and fabric. Oh, that could be quite a fun video. My boyfriend picks my.
You just go, no, not that one.
Oh, look what Debbie got me. I told you guys that Debbie got me fabric, but I actually have it now. Look, there's my leaves on it. Thank you, Debbie. I think I've got 2 meters of it, so I think if the 5951, the Butterick dress, if it works in a cotton lawn, because I'm going to try it in the Amaryllis print. If it works in a cotton lawn, then I probably will make this into that as well, because beautiful. Thank you, Debbie.
You can't wedge it back in, can you?
The mannequin's in the way. I'm really tired.
You're halfway there.
Yeah, we can do this. I'm just catching up with the chat because I was very far behind. Nimue says to Caroline, don't tempt me further. I already have too many. I have too many plans already. Yeah. Jojo says, I deny everything about the urging me to get coconut chocolates. Don't lie, don't lie, Jojo. You totally did that. I would have been disowned. You'd have had to have housed me.
You say this is all lining? So.
This is all bag lining.
What's the main difference? What makes it lining?
So these are like thinner, yeah. I mean, technically these could all be outers as well, like if you interface them well enough. But they're also very patterned. So again, with the trying to not make too many patterned bags.
That's cool. I like that.
Yes. Okay. So this is for my niece. I need to make that bag up. But I need to make, because I've got some tartan wool that I'm going to make a jacket for me from, because I made a coat for Rianne from it. And I asked, and they said I could have what was left to make myself a jacket, and then whatever's left, I'm going to make Rianne a bag. And that was the lining. So that was a selection that all came together. These are the new ones that I got from the Stitching Almas at the last retreat. So pretty. And then I want to get some grape Mora leather. Use that one for that. Got leftovers from my lemony dresses. And a little bit left of the flamingos. And then I've got loads of leftovers of this, which probably actually ought to go into the quilting stash, and so should that. So can you put those, you see where the other red stripy fabric is, that particular pile.
Do you want it on top or with the other side?
On top, that'd be great, thank you. This one's so cool. I love this one. It's Porgs and R2D2.
I like that. That's cool.
Yes.
Who thinks of half these fabrics?
Say again?
I said, who thinks of half these fabrics?
I know, they're so cool.
It's very Canadian.
Yes. It's actually a bandana. This is Jojo's gala dinner dress. I got the excess. Thank you, Jojo. That's a little bit that I've got left from that really pretty fabric that Mum got me from Saudi, and I made a top out of it. Have you seen this? Hang on.
It's the,
Have I shown you this?
no, it's the evil giggle. Is this going to make me go? Oh, nice. That is cool. I do like that.
I think I've got 2 of these. So
how do you make it into anything though?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to embroider a bunch of like different things. I've got some Muka style Art Nouveau ladies who are very like elegant and flowy and stuff, and then I want to put next to it I don't spew profanities like a sailor. I don't spew profanities like a sailor. I enunciate them fucking properly or something. I can't remember the quote, but something like that. So I've got a bunch of like funny things that I want to embroider, but I would actually only ever wear them on sweatshirts, and I don't wear that many sweatshirts, so I don't want to make that many sweatshirts because that would just be wasteful. So I was thinking if I embroider them all and make patches out of them, and then make it like a quilt out of it, and then put like something like this on the other side, so it looks like a really nice, elegant throw. But underneath it is just geek. So yeah, that's the plan. One of you lovely lot sent me this.
Love it.
That definitely needs to be the inside of a bag.
It's more my car.
Beetle juice. Red pandas.
Oh,
See, this is the trouble. Like, I go and I see tiny little fat quarters like this, and I'm just like, oh, Lewis and Irene. I'm like, oh yeah, I need that. I need that. I don't need this. Like, either buy enough to make a dress out of it, because look at all this fabric that I've got. There's so much fabric. Got quite a lot of those. I've already made one bag for a customer out of that. And kitties. And then those 3 go together. Apparently this is actually worth a load of money now.
Really?
Yeah, this print, like the Tula pink ones. I think it might be the blackberry colorway that's actually the most valuable, but somebody was selling a meter of this for something like £98.
Really? Wow.
So, yeah, I have a long quarter of that. More fairy frost. Straubs. There's another layer panel, so they ought to go together.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah. I got sent 4 of these.
Oh, okay.
And then that one I got at the Stitching Hammers from the last time that we went with the Peeps. Dinosaurs. Liberty dinosaurs. Made a top out of that. My brother's got a shirt out of that as well. Mum made him a shirt. And then some leaves. Lemons. Lots of lemons.
So are we taking anything out of this stuff?
No.
Just
yes. And then all my fairy frost together. Because I like fairy frost for a lining because it's like patterned, but it's not so patterned that if you're using a pattern on the outer, that it becomes a distraction, as it were. I think this is going to fit in the cupboard. Oh,
deceptively heavy.
yes. It is. We can do it though. Oh, there's so much neater. Look how neat. Oh, yay. And there's room for more.
For more. I thought that might have been where it was going.
Yay. Okay, I feel good. Now.
What's next?
So, well, we've been doing for an hour and 20 minutes. Do you guys want to do some more? Because I've got my fat quarters in my top making stash, and I have an idea about how I want to maybe try and make it into a patchwork fabric. I've been seeing loads of people do patchwork fabric or make their own patchwork and then make tops out of it, and I'm quite tempted. Dasha says go through the knits. I really can't because there's not very. The only knits I've got left now are one print. Oh, I tell you what, we can make you a t-shirt out of this. And then you want to be seen with me in public because
Definitely.
you would be like, yep, I belong to her.
Quite literally like peacocking. Do you know what it needs? Like it needs like big bits under the arms so I could just
Hello.
Cool. Definitely.
This would be a very loud t-shirt.
It would. Yeah, definitely have some big like what would you call them?
Wings.
Wings.
You actually want you want
that
wings.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I'd definitely be the cool kid at the bar, wouldn't I?
Uh-huh. Would your friends be singing with you?
Absolutely not. That'd make it even better.
Okay. Let's see. Where did I get to with the chat? See, this is why I'm. Nimue says crochet is easy, will help, and it's a lovely activity to take anywhere. I think I need to buy that pattern. I do think I need to buy that pattern because I need to learn. Because yeah, it'd be good. Laurel says, hooray for your mum's trouser project. Yes. Nimue says, no, Happy Mel has yet to arrive. Okay, cool. Darshana says, need to see this feather scarf. See if I can find it. Look at the shoes. The watermelon shoes keep coming out.
Easy to buy your gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, need another job afterwards.
I sent him the link to my Etsy. He's like, there's 1,600 things on your likes page. Like, we'll never be short of gift ideas.
It's very true.
Feather scarf knitting pattern. Oh, Caroline has sent an attachment. I'll look at that in a second. What's the name of the company that makes the Anne Boleyn? Oh, Caroline, did you buy me the pattern? That's very kind of you. Thank you.
That's kind.
Oh. Sorry, I've just seen the KB chat as well that you were asking if there was going to be a hangout today because I hadn't announced anything, and then you were worried about me. Bless you all. Thank you.
You can blame me for distracting you, can't you?
Yeah, I will. Okay. So. Tudor. Oh God, I can't spell Tudor.
Done it again. Yeah, I feel like my phone's getting worse when I type into it. at making up the wrong words.
So Alice Starmore. So Alice Starmore. Starmore feather knitting. That's what I want. It's a scarf. Isn't that cool? He's again just going, oh God, have I got to be seen out in public with you? Look how cool it is. Look at it. And it has like little buttons on the back so you can get in and out. Yeah, Mum said she'd knit it for me if I promised to wear it. And I want it in shades of red because I think it would be better for me in shades of red.
You do like a red, don't you?
I do. So, yes. Dasha says, come on, Buttons, have a look through her knit fabrics. No, and I've only got Visco's jersey in plains, and I'm not going to do that to him because if he tries doing his first one in a Visco's jersey, he would never want to do it again. We need like a cotton jersey like this. I don't have a stash of that.
Is this why I'm going to have to like gift you something that's for me to make me something? One of those kind of like, I bought you all this material. I wonder what we can use it for.
I mean, that would
like,
be
absolutely not
horrible thing to do. No.
Never ever done that?
No.
Like,
no.
do that all the time. I always buy my mom chocolates that I know that I really like. So like,
yeah, you did that with my Sour Patch Kids yesterday. I've discovered Sour Patch Kids, watermelon.
Tricks of the trades. It's just for you and me too.
No, they're for me. Let's see. Olivia says Button looks great in plain t-shirts, and she's blowing you a kiss. Olivia. Catherine says 25 different fountain pen inks. That sounds very cool. That does sound very cool. That's yeah. See, that's what I like. Kind of like unusual calendars. Somebody did send me the Missouri Star Quilt Company one like pre-order that was done back in May or June. I just can't afford that one for Mum this year because it was a couple of $100. It was too expensive. Yeah. Flo says, good morning, afternoon. Hello. Dasha says, ooh, nice, Catherine. And hey to Flo. And he does indeed, although we could tell better if he flexed more. You look good. He's playing with fucking scissors again. Where did they? No.
I've been doing that for like 20 minutes and then you just noticed.
It's because you've not gone, oh, they're sharp. You're like, oh, danger. Why?
Yes. I always said that should be an invention, though. Coaster that's on the bottom of the glass.
No. They're separate things.
No,
They should remain separate. Have you seen?
On a coaster.
Jojo got me this one. Queen of Sewing. Oh, it's dripping. Condensation. Thank you, Jojo. Flo says, hi, Darshna. Olivia says, is Buttons getting distracted by Jurassic pigeons? There's no pigeons out there. I think he's watching the dog.
And also, it is almost pretending to get sunny at the moment. And
that's kind of, yeah, the minute
for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, the minute you actually look at it and give it any attention, it will go away. Debbie says, hi all, just joined at the right moment. You're welcome. So pleased you like it. Yes, I love my fabric. Thank you. Olivia says, a nice panel, Star Wars. Yes, they are awesome. I also got the chocolate frog. Oh, I was going to say zips, but they're massively hidden, so I won't show you those, but they're very cool. Jojo says, I'd have taken you in after being so very mean to your lovely mum. Jane, if you're listening, it's all lies. Yeah, Mum's not showing her face, actually. I don't know where she is. Dasha says, I feel like these linings need to be ordered by colours. I did think about doing that, but no. No. I like how they are now. Very pleased with those. They look very neat. Flo says, I love that fabric. Very cute. Catherine says, I enunciate them like a fluffing lady. Exactly. I don't spew profanities. I enunciate them clearly like a fluffing lady. So that's what I sort of like things that I want to embroider. and then put it all onto a quilt, like a lap quilt.
Yeah.
And then have like a fancy fur side, so it looks fancy, and then you like can have it either way.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think that would be a fun thing to do. Yeah, if you ever do let me live with you, your house is going to look really strange. You know that,
But
right?
most of the time, my house is very like minimalistic.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Everything's white.
No.
With some furniture.
No.
Standard.
It's going to be really colourful.
You're gonna pick my like kitchen choices and tiles and stuff.
Would you like to have a look into your future? My for the home Pinterest board. You might run away now. You start running now, you probably would make the fairy actually. I have two. I have for the home and dream home.
Wow. Yeah. I quite like that actually, the hexagonal tile.
They're nice, yeah.
That'll work.
Yes.
That could work.
That's good. Like that.
An absolute nightmare to do though.
Yeah.
The blue kitchen. That's okay.
I actually really want a black
marble.
kitchen.
See, yeah, but that only works if you've got huge space for it.
Yeah, I know. That's the trouble. I have to rein myself in. Library with a spiral staircase, please.
Obviously, yeah. I'll put that next to the.
That's the kind of pool I want.
Well, hopefully in 2 weeks I'll have a home.
Yes.
A house.
Yeah, look, see?
Building.
Natural pools. So there's actually the swimming area, and then there's all the like the other bits around it that make it so that that's where all the like bog plants and stuff live. They clean the water. Shoe closet. I obviously need one of those.
You need a bigger shoe closet than that.
Yeah. That's a really nice kitchen.
I don't mind now.
I really like that. Done with pennies.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
And then you put resin over the top. I think that's very cool. I like that too.
Yeah, very creative.
Yes. It does also look like something you might find in a sci-fi, the outbreak of like some kind of killer disease that's coming to get you. But yeah.
Very sort of like, what do you call it? Gothic-y, like
glam goth.
Yeah.
Are you horrified?
So some of it's not horrific.
That's the kind of like my dream house. Can we have one of those,
basically,
please?
that just, I mean, yeah, why not? What am I trying to think of? What does it remind me of?
It's like Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's like it's a Queen Anne American style wooden home, but painted goth purple. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, the bedside lights. It's done with plaster and all the wiring in the wall. He's just like, you're like, you're never living with me. Ever. But no, it's not going to, if you let me live with you, it's not going to be minimal. And it's not going to be
I do like building things. Obviously, first house is to make money.
I know, that's why I'm real.
I
know.
But I mean, you can still help me pick tiles, potentially, kitchen colours.
Yes.
Things like that.
Yeah. You don't like subway tiles, though, do you?
I don't mind them. They're just tedious to install.
Yeah.
I like big, like 600mm or 300mm tiles.
Okay. So...
Or 2 foot or 1 foot for our American friends.
Hang on. Look what subway tiles I found the other day.
Oh.
They're iridescent. Ah, look at them. Yes. And they're white. Yeah. Oh, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I need one. It's a sushi plate. That's where you put the soy sauce.
Love it.
It's
horrific, but I do love it.
I need it. Yeah, his life's flashing before his eyes. He's just like, it's just going to be chaotic and loud forever. Oh, dear. Jojo says, I found the Han panel to match layer and have designed a Westwood inspired asymmetric outsized nerd shirt for mine. Oh, Yeah, because you're having one of those, aren't you, Jojo? I remember. Nimue says, I think the Fruity Ladies deserves to be the outside of a bag. Maybe a Moonwake. They are too cool. I think they're probably going to end up being like a pouch or something. Because you're right, they deserve to be seen. Yes. Ooh, I'm far behind on the chat.
That's a lot of chat today.
He's playing with scissors.
Somebody picked up.
Yeah.
Nobody sounded the alarm.
It's because I wasn't far enough down in the chat. I wasn't getting distracted. Flo says she agrees with Nimue about the Fruity Ladies. Olivia says if they have the Fruit Ladies in Jersey, maybe that could be Buttons t-shirt fabric. Would you wear Fruity Ladies buns?
Why not? Maybe that's the shirt to go over the t-shirt.
It's only a fat quarter, unfortunately.
Yeah. What's easier to make, t-shirt or shirt?
Oh, a t-shirt, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, I said a Henley, didn't I? Oh, a Henley.
Yeah, that's why he starts getting different. He wants to plaque it. No, you can't
just
do
cut it and put a button on it.
No.
That's not how it works.
No.
Instant offence.
Laurel says my mum made a little satchel from the pink kitty fabric for one of my nieces. It's so fun. It's really pretty. Flo says, lol, don't think he would wear it. Olivia says, Flo, he seemed to like it. Flo says, lol. Darshana says, go through the knits. Caroline says, when have we ever said no to fabric fondling? True. Olivia says, he's playing with scissors. I hadn't even noticed. Rachel Lynn says, good morning, all, good morning. Nimue says, have you seen the patchwork dress by Charlie from the Stitchery? It's glorious. And I think she calculated it took about 15 yards. Yeah, that's why one of the reasons I'm like, ooh, I want to try that, but I'm going to do a top, an Anna top rather than a dress. Because I was thinking about doing it with my Lisa Chandler fat quarters, because I've got a few of them. And I'm hoping I've got enough to make tops with it because they're just so beautiful. And I don't think I can bring myself to put them into bags. Olivia says to Caroline, right. Flo says, I have crocheted longer than I have knit. Jojo says to them, right, I adore Charlie. Her patchwork dress is stunning. I want one. But I know I do not have the patience for all those straight line sewing. And Alice Starmore and Virtual Yarns for the Tudor Roses. Thank you. Darshana says that's AI taking over buttons. I noticed it too on my phone that is getting more difficult to type.
Yeah. It doesn't predict stuff properly anymore. Yeah. It used to work. Now it doesn't work.
Flo says I've seen a lot of patchwork dresses online lately. Yep, that's Ryan being influenced. And Flo says that's flipping cute. Darshana says that's a very cool scarf, good for Christmas Day walk. Yeah. I really like it. And Mum said she would knit it for me. She'd get me the kit. That would be my Christmas present this year. Mind you, I haven't had my Christmas present from last year yet.
It's good though. I have lots of good ideas for presents for you. I'm normally not very good with presents.
Well, those cards, Theory 11 cards.
That's what I mean. There's lots
Stranger Things. I've got lots
easy
of
things.
Yeah.
For you.
Fabric,
jewellery, shoes. Or is that very risky to buy actual shoes?
No, I'll tell you my size. I've shown you the shoes. Those shoes. You can't just buy shoes randomly.
Well, no, but there's like
a regular choice. You could buy me a voucher for a regular choice, or Charlie Stone shoes, or American Dutch. Yeah.
You can see where my housing profit's going right now.
No, to the next one because I want that goth house, please.
The goth house.
Yeah. That's the final. That's what you're aiming for.
Final incarnation.
Yeah. Or a Victorian villa, like
say Victorian villa. We can do.
Yeah. That would be, and then there'd be nice tall ceilings, so I could paint in really dark colours. It'd be so cozy. I could have my black kitchen.
Black kitchen. What, like matte black or gloss black? Because I do like a very modern, clean look to stuff. You quite like a contemporary thing.
Yeah, I like Mum and Dad's kitchen.
Yeah.
But black. Maybe matte black at the bottom and then gloss at the top. Maybe.
Yeah, you can do that. Split.
I really like an Arga. With and D21 Teasers has had all of the silver on hers copper plated, so it's copper and green on hers. It's cool. So I want black and copper. You realise that Yes, you need to be a millionaire.
I'm working on it.
I'm so
give me 20 years.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh dear. Olivia says perfectly understandable if buttons distracted you. Yes. Rachel Lynn says that's so cool. In shades of red would look like a phoenix. Yeah, that's the scarf, the knit scarf. I think. Yeah. Dasha says if you're gifting fabric to make yourself a t-shirt, you need to add bonus fabric. That would be acceptable. Nimue says to Jojo, make sewing like you can be quite. Words are hard. Makes sewing like that can be quite meditative, especially if you don't force the deadline on yourself. I'm going to hunt for appropriate fabric at the next market for the patchwork dress. It is a very cool dress. Dasha says, give him an empty pin cushion to fidget with. I have lots of those. Oh, would you like to play with the chicken? You can play with the chicken.
That's possibly the most random thing you've said to me today.
Oh, there you go.
Gimme.
The chicken.
Oh, look at that.
It's handmade, actually.
Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, I feel so bad stuffing pins in it though. Which is why. Oh no, you can't stuff pins in. Do you want to play with the DAC sound?
Go on then.
These are all my pin cushions. You may not stuff pins in, because that's just. Caroline made this for me. Anna, so I have so many lovely people. So Anna made my little chicken, and then Caroline made this one for me. She made me a whole set. Like I've got a little bag that goes with him up there, and my needle minder. So because she bought she made a set for herself, and she brought it to the first retreat that I did, and everyone admired it. So she sent me one for Christmas. Really cool. Well, very cool. So yeah, you can play, but don't put pins in them because that feels like
dangerous.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
You can't put pins in the puppy. Dasha says, but needs some Sian in the house, clearly. All Wight needs an injection of pattern and colour. Exactly.
So we're used to building new houses that's just white.
Yeah. Could you cope with colour?
Just needs inspiration.
Yeah. He needs, because hopefully we're getting the keys for your house in 2 weeks, aren't you? And so he needs to buy a bed. What kind of beds do you like? So I showed him one. He was like, oh, not that one.
I didn't say not that one. I just said I need to be able to move it around so I can rip the house to pieces.
Yeah, I still think it's an ottoman bed. See, this is the trouble. I think if you get like a metal bed frame, it's not going to have like the storage underneath of it. Whereas that one was an ottoman bed like mine, so you can store.
I'm quite minimalistic though. I have.
I have a lot of stuff
at the moment.
I have a lot of stuff.
Is that the second room is going to become wardrobe room?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Sewing room / wardrobe room.
No, there's not a room for both in there. I've already made up my mind. You're making the front room into my sewing room, and then we're going to live in the kitchen diner.
Outhouse for the gym.
Put the sewing room.
I do want a hot tub though.
That's okay. You can have a hot tub. Yes. That's fine. Like how I'm moving into his house. It is his house. And I am kidding. I'm not really meaning this. Darshan says, but one of the hexagonal tiles are done. They are forever. Well, till the next changes of design. Yeah, that hexagonal shower was gorgeous.
I've done hexagonal floor tiles before.
Nice.
Yes, it was tedious. They were like a carbon black, grey. What's the grout colour? It's like a very dark grey.
Nice. Nimmo says, "Oh, if t-shirt making for buttons is on the schedule, I'm just tracing the free classic men's t-shirt by Love Sewing. I made it for a friend's birthday a few years ago, and his wife asked for the pattern. Oh, cool! I'll have a look at that. He likes to wear it a lot. I'm just adding a bit more length because he has a long torso. Yeah, we need to make. What do you want? How did you want yours to fit? You didn't want them so long, or you wanted them longer?
T-shirts. Yeah. It depends though. If it's
not going to be.
Here's the thing: if I want a gym T-shirt, they have to be slightly longer. Because I couldn't wear this in the gym because it will ends up like a crop top.
Yeah.
It's not such a good look. You know.
It's very Johnny Bravo.
It is very yeah. Get some good looks from the other guys.
Yeah. Jojo says, "Oh my god, you two are just too cute." Cute. Olivia says, "Yes, they are." Darshna says, "So cute." Caroline says, "Oh crikey, tile sizes just sounds like Mark." Carol says, "Buttons, teach Sean how to install subway tiles."
Yes, and then she'll never want to do it again.
Have him install a placket on a scrap. He'll learn. Yes. Oh no. Yeah.
Placket.
The Henley that you want, it's got a placket down the front. That's what makes it difficult.
Right. Okay.
It's not going to be your first t-shirt.
No.
You can't do a placket for your first t-shirt. Maybe a second t-shirt.
Maybe second.
Box says,
you just can't really buy Henleys though, like any good ones anymore.
You know.
Not.
Well,
like
maybe
fitted.
they're not in fashion anymore.
Do I look like I'm in fashion?
Fair point. So, me either. So, Box says, "Don't forget to like the stream, peeps." Yes, there's 74 of us and 61 likes. Getting there. Olivia says, "Semi-gloss black would be good. Would you like to play with the chicken?"
Someone's mind went there.
Stop it. Nimue says, "A goth house and a relationship like Morticia and Gomez Adams. That's all a girl needs, and usually sized pockets, usably sized pockets, and unlimited space for fabric stash." Perfect. Yes, please.
Or not.
Yeah. Olivia says to Nimue, "Yes." And Darshna says, "Lol" to Olivia. Olivia says, "But Morticia wears all black, and Sean would definitely be adding tons of colour." Yes, no, I would be very colourful.
Doesn't Gomez Adams? He's like very much like formal looking though, isn't he?
He wears a suit.
Yeah.
Have you not watched the new Wednesday?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Just trying to remember.
Yeah. It's good. Debbie says, "Walk-in wardrobe, doing that with our spare room." Yeah. So spare bedroom is walk-in wardrobe, front room downstairs is sewing room.
Kitchen, bigger extension.
Kitchen and it. No, because we measured out the extension and it's huge. It's big enough for the sofa to go in there.
True. Yes. I look forward to that.
What? Tearing the house apart and putting the extension in?
Definitely going to be fun.
Yeah.
And cold. I'm a bit worried that it's going to be the winter and there'll be no heating.
Yeah, but just think how much money you're going to save because there's a stupid amount of cost of heating this year. So we'll just have to I
can't cope with the cold though.
We'll just have to have all the blankets. Yeah. I have all the blankets.
Get going on the blankets.
I have all the blankets.
Get the Star Wars blanket done.
Yeah. Right.
What are you digging out now?
The fat quarters that I was talking about that I want to try and see if I can work out a way to make them into a wearable piece of fabric that I can then make it into a top. So I actually have like a fat half of this, I think that's what they're called. But I also have another 5 meters of this print because I was desperate for it and I wanted to try and make a quilt out of it. So I could cut the strips apart and they could be like yolks and stuff. So yeah. That one's so pretty. These are all Lisa Chandler prints. And then these are the ones that I've got that are just too lovely and need to be kind of, I think, turned into patchwork fabric that I then make a top out of. I'm not so keen on this one. It's got no bling in it. So I'm not so keen on that one. But look how beautiful. Just making a mess now. But then there's this one. I wish I'd bought more of this because I would just like an entire top of that one. Oh, it's so pretty. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe if I cut them up into smaller panels and then sew them into a large piece of fabric and then cut an Anna top out of them, I think that would work. Are you enjoying your chicken?
I am.
You're not playing with the duck sound. Yeah, I'm not such a fan of this one because it's got no bling on it. It is pretty.
It's far too sensible for you.
Yes, it's got no shine. I mean, look at the shiny. Look at the shiny. This one has a print on it. So. Yes, I bought them as a fat quarter bundle from one of the Festival of Quilts many moons ago. It's the Under the Australian Sun. I don't know if she does these colorways anymore, because I do look on her website quite frequently because I do love her fabrics. So yeah, I'm thinking I need to kind of turn these into some kind of a top. But yeah, I bought it as a fat quarter bundle and I couldn't resist. But I kind of wish I'd bought just that medallion one as like a larger piece, and just bought enough to make a dress out of that one because it is so beautiful. But yeah, I think there's more than enough there to get a by hand London and a top out of it. And then these ones are more Lisa Chandler. Actually got quite a lot of this one. This one could just be a top by itself, I think, which is why it's in the top making stash. But then these ones are again from the Melba. They're so pretty. It's so pretty. And then I've got what I've got left from making my dress. So yeah, I think they're too pretty to make bags with, is what I think. So I think they need to end up being turned into patchwork fabric that then gets turned into a top, because they're so pretty. Oh, yeah. But I've also got the cream and gold colorway of this one as the bag kit. And I'm wondering, because it's a knitting bag, but I would just use it as like an everyday bag, I think. And I'm wondering if maybe I should take the stripe, because I have lots of the stripe, and because I bought a meter of the stripe, as well as this fat quarter bundle. And I'm wondering if I should maybe make a bag, so some of these other ones would then be needed to be put into the bag. So I don't know. Like, I would love to make dresses out of these ones, but I don't have enough fabric, and the grey and gold set, she definitely doesn't do that fabric anymore. And the Melba one she does have, but it's not as easily findable. So yeah. Jojo says, buttons, it's not as if there's a lack of fabric to wrap around you to stave off the chill in your newly acquired purple goth dream home. Yeah.
It's a journey, isn't it?
With no central heating in the dead of winter, it's not going to be the most fun thing in the world.
It depends how long I can get the gas. It takes me to get the gas connected to the house.
Yeah.
Heating won't take long.
Yeah.
Gas.
Yeah. And then also like giant hole in the back of the building because you're putting an extension on it.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build that and then take it away. Okay. So at least it'll be contained.
Okay. Olivia says, Sian, do you remember the name of the fabric you're wearing now and where you got it from? I got it from the textile centre and it didn't have a name, and I'm really sorry, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. And I got it years ago. The textile centre doesn't even exist anymore, which is very sad. It does kind of exist on eBay, but the shop, which I loved, does not. Darshan says, ooh, they're gorgeous. I've stopped buying fat quarters and just buy a few meters now. Yeah, I shouldn't have bought these. Two fat quarter bundles. I should have just bought fabric, but they look so good together, and I'm not a quilter, but they're just so pretty. So yeah, I have issues. We know this. We all know this. Olivia says, Sian, I'm being nosy. What is the bag on the table next to buttons? Just want to see the full design. Just curious. So this is like what I'm planning on maybe teaching at the next retreat. It's a sewing like bag, so it's got like pockets and panels for everything, so you can iron on this. It's like, this is that stuff that you can actually iron on. The bottom of it is a 12 by 6 inches, so you get a 12 by 6 inch ruler which you slide into the bottom, so they're all free floating, and that gives the bag stability. And then there's pockets for everything, and there's like little net pockets in there and everything like that. Mum has made a couple of these. She made one for me and one for Nia. She absolutely hated the pattern and ended up making up what she was doing by herself because she really didn't like how they had put the pattern together. Finding random stuff. So yeah, and then it has a little slip pocket there so you can put it on top of your suitcase when you go away. So I can't remember exactly what it's called because, like I say, Mum made this, I did not. But I will go and find the name for the pattern and I'll put it in the description of the hangout. You need to remind me to do that. So I will put it in the description for you guys. Dasha says, we believe in you, Buttons. You can do it. You can do it. Lynn says, the textile centre is back. I thought to look for it yesterday and the website is up, but they didn't have as much as they used to. Dangerous.
It's your afternoon then.
Dangerous. Yeah, because this sort of this is viscose, which I really like wearing, and it was something like £6-7 a metre, which is a really good price. Like Rainbow Brick Fabrics from Kilburn, they do viscoses similar to this kind of quality and weight for similar prices. So they were kind of like the replacement for the textile centre for me. But yeah, they're back. Thank you, Lynn. I will go and have a look. And Olivia says that's nice. It is. We've been waffling for nearly 2 hours. Thank you so much for putting up with that for 2 hours.
It's been fun.
So I feel very virtuous because I've like tidied. Oh, look what Mum gave me the other day when we were cleaning out her stash because she doesn't like purple.
What would you turn that into?
It's going to be a top.
Oh, nice.
He's
nice. Not the most ridiculous of patterns.
Well, it's tie-dye batik. It's going to be awesome. It's from thousands of bolts and only one nut. See what she did there? But yeah, that's also going to be a top at some point. So yeah, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Put my Dachshund back. There we go. Oh yeah, well that goes back. Whilst everything's out, you go back in the corner. With the spider. And yeah, I'm going to go sleep now.
You are?
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm very tired. So I'm stupid and I've done no prep work for the Star Trek dress, which is supposed to be Tuesday's video. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to be putting out a video on Wednesday because I need to redraft the pattern, cut it out and sew it up. But it's going to be a really quick sew because it's going to be done on the overlocker. But I also need to then film and then edit all the previous footage as well, which I think is going to be an entire day. So tomorrow is going to be sewing day, and then Tuesday is going to be editing day. And then hopefully there'll be a video Tuesday afternoon or evening, but I think it's probably going to come out on Wednesday, to be honest. And then we're going to have a Friday video and a Sunday hangout, and that's the plan. There will be 2 Patreon Peeps waffles because there's been no waffle this week. There is going to be a Patreon Zoom call on Wednesday evening at 7 for the $10 and $15 tier. We had 5 people turn up last time, which is really cool. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So fingers crossed I can make all of that happen. We shall see. But yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with us this afternoon, and I will see you all during the week for all of those things.
See you later.
Bye.